I feel like ever since I started this villager trading hall, I haven't been able to come to you guys and be like, yeah, everything's going perfect, because I continuously run into problems. Yeah, it's another one of those episodes, ladies and gentlemen. We got more problems and things are going manic. What's going on, guys? It is Kilodrone, and welcome back to some more Minecraft here on the Solo series. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back over here at our villager trading hall, and guys and girls, since the last episode, I have learned even more about these villagers in 1.14, and to be honest with you, it's not for the better. Apparently, I have made a ton of noob mistakes while creating this entire villager trading hall, and we're going to try and correct those mistakes today, and then I'll show you guys what kind of cool trades that we got. So let's go ahead and talk more about villager mechanics. Yay! Villager mechanics, because that's what everyone wanted to know about, because this book and quill from the last episode, yeah, that wasn't enough. No, indeed! We need more. We need to know more. Okay, so 1.14 villagers. Let's talk about them. So we're going to get into some data values today. We're going to get into some commands and things like that, so you can diagnose your villagers as well in your world if you happen to do this stupid mistake. So some of you guys noticed at the end of the last episode that I removed the villagers' workstations as I traded with them one time, because after you trade with them one time, they are locked into this profession no matter what. So this guy will always be a villager with the trade of Aqua Affinity for 5 emeralds. No matter what I do to this guy, he will always have that trade. So even if I take away his lectern, he will still always have that trade. I was using this, that way I could continuously get the next villager with that same lectern. And it turned out to be a pretty useful process, but there's a problem. You see, villagers will not refresh their trades unless they have access to that workstation. So the problem comes whenever I've traded with, I think it's this guy? Nope, not that guy. This guy. As you can see here, he is a master librarian. I have traded books with him, and I have also traded ink sacks with him, which is 2 extremely good trades. This is actually a really good villager to have. But, and here's the big but, this guy doesn't have access to a workstation. So you would think, oh, that's easy, Kilodrone. Just break a block, put a workstation down, and you're good to go, man. Not true. You see, what these guys do is they remember wherever their last workstation is. So if I placed a workstation over here, that guy over there may have claimed it because it's within 50 blocks of that villager. Even if I break this lectern here to where it's no longer in the world, that villager will still see that lectern as its workstation. And the only way for it to not recognize that lectern as its workstation is for him to leave this cell, walk over here, and go, oh, hey, pretend that this lectern's not here, right? Pretend we're talking about this block. Oh, hey, this lectern's not here anymore. I need to find a new workstation. And then he'll run around looking for a brand new workstation. So that is how these guys work. So if I were to take, let's say this guy, okay? I had a lectern in front of him in order to get all of these trades. And as you can see, he is also locked out. I locked him out with paper. I locked him out with books. I locked him out with ink sacks. This guy has a ton of trades that he is not able to refresh because he does not have access to a lectern. So let's say that I place this block here, remove this, and add in, not a bookshelf, add in a lectern, okay? Bada bing, bada boom. This guy now has complete and total access to a lectern. He will still not refresh his trades. Reason being is he does not recognize this lectern as his lectern. So if I go ahead and I look at this guy and I use some commands here and we do data, get, entity, and then can you stand back in front of me there, buddy? Yeah, you need to stay still. That way I can do this. Thank you, buddy. / data, get, entity, and then this is his code because I'm looking at him. And then I do brain. This is going to produce some information here on the screen. And actually right now, this guy does not have a workstation at all. For whatever reason, he is not noticing that there are any lecterns for him to latch onto and make that his job site. Let's try another guy here. Let's see if I do it to this guy here. So we're going to do the exact same thing, except that we're going to do this entity this time. So let's do that. And this guy, Brain. And as you can see, he says that he has a job site. So right here, Minecraft job site position negative 953 65 negative 734. So negative 953, if we go ahead and bring this up, negative 953, that is here. And then his workstation that he says that is his is negative 734. So that is negative 734, right here. Right here is where he thinks that his workstation is. As you can see, there is no workstation here. There's absolutely nothing. So he's not able to recognize that though. So the only way for me to clear that data value out would be for me to release him, let him walk down here, go, oh, herpaderp, there's no workstation here. Okay, I need to find another one. That's the only way to clear these guys. And that is super annoying. Ridiculously annoying. So how do we fix this? How do we fix this to where we can get these guys to where they can trade again, to where they will refresh their trades? Well, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm going to do it for you guys. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to release each and every one of our villagers here. That way they pathfind around and they find, oh, hey, my lectern's not there. My whatever workstation is not there anymore. So once they do that, they'll start looking for another workstation, and it should theoretically clear out that position, the job site position data value that is saved in their mind, right? In their quote unquote memories, right? So once we, also I need to go and sleep real quick. So once we clear that out, that data value should be set to 0. We're going to remove all workstations that are lecterns in the area. So every single one of them should reset their data values to 0. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cart each and every one of those librarians out of that villager trading hall area. So I am going to move them way away, 50 blocks away at least. So probably up here on top of this hill, or maybe just over into the other corner. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just use a minecart in order to move each and every one of them. So I'll probably, you know, I may even do it back here. I may just make a little small pen, move each and every one of them over there, and then that won't be an issue anymore. Then I have to move each and every one of them back individually into their cells with the appropriate lectern. So I have to add in a lectern, let them see that as their data value, as their workstation, as their job site, before I can move in the next villager. Okay, so how do you avoid this in your world so you don't have to do this stupid amount of work? All you have to do is, as I was doing this, as I was swapping out the lectern, right? Once I get that trade and I trade with that guy, just leave the lectern. That's literally all you have to do. Do not remove the lectern whatsoever, because he will recognize that lectern as his, because it's already the one that you were cycling to trade out his trades. That's literally all you have to do. Really that simple. I was just stupid, and now I've made a ridiculous amount of work for myself. But I don't want to lose any of these villagers, because I have some perfect villagers, and I also have some really good villagers. If not completely perfect, they're really good. So, I have a lot of work to do. All because of this guy. Well, not really this guy, but all of these guys. But yeah. All right. So I'm going to release these guys. I'm going to move them. And it's going to be a lot of work. Oh, let's get to it. All right, so first thing is first, I have completely blocked in these villagers that were in our breeder. Reason being is that for villagers to actually claim a workstation, they have to have line of sight to that workstation. So if we block these guys in completely, they cannot see this workstation. Therefore, they cannot claim it. So that is a perfect way to protect us from having to move those 5 or 6 guys that are in there. And that's just a little bit less work that we have to do. Next, what I need to do is I need to make a wall, and I'll probably just come something like this all the way down the edge. In fact, I may just do it like so. And we need to make a wall all the way down the ledge. That way these guys have no way to get out, and they can just kind of go to their position, lose their data values, and then we can start moving them one by one. So I'm just going to make a little pin here out of stone bricks and whatever other materials that I have. Doesn't particularly matter because this is just temporary. It's just to keep them from wandering way up the mountains and things like that. That way I can keep them in a contained area so I can move them with my minecarts. Oh, I can't believe I made this much work on myself. All right, so I now have this entire area walled in. Now all I need to do is release the villagers. Let them go wild in here. Let every single one of them out of their cages to where they can reset wherever they need to go to for their workstation. So I'm just going to let these guys wander about in here for a little while. And hopefully, whenever I check their data values, they should all have all of their data values cleared, because none of these guys will be able to find a lectern. So, yeah, hopefully, if I say, look at this guy again, right? I'll probably have to be a little bit quicker than that. But if I look at this guy and do that, and then brain. Yes, as you can see, this guy has lost the position of his workstation already. So that is perfect. We need that to happen for the rest of these guys now as well. Not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to let these guys wander for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And then we'll come back and actually start moving these guys. Oh, this is going to be a lot of work. Oh, I totally did not plan on this being the episode for today, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. So basically what needs to happen here is I think all of these guys have probably reset their data values. Now what I need to do is take these guys 50 blocks away from this area. Reason being is whenever I bring the villagers back in, I don't want any of the other villagers to be able to claim that lectern. As all of these guys already have their professions, this is going to be an issue. So if I bring them 50 blocks away, nothing 50 blocks away should be able to claim this lectern here, right? So therefore, and I realized I just placed that down and somebody probably claimed it. Please don't tell me it was you. It was 100% you, wasn't it? Come on, dude. Come on. I know what you want. You want up here. Come on. I know what you want. You just saw that lectern where I placed it, and you want up here. Yep, here we go. He wants to see that it's gone. You gotta be kidding me, man. This is such a stupid system that they have here. This is such a stupid, ridiculous system. Come right up this way. Yes, notice, your lectern is indeed gone. He's stopping exactly where I just placed the lectern down. This guy. These guys. Get down. Stupid villagers. Oh, my lord. Anyway, so I need to move these guys 50 blocks away in that direction and then cart them all back one by one over into this area. So what I've done is I've marked out from this corner right here. This is 711. Yeah, negative 711. And as we go this way, we should get to negative 661 would be 50 blocks away. So what I did was I came up on top of this hill where it is nice and flat, and I made something that is negative 655 blocks away, just to give us even more room. So now all I'm going to do is cart these guys from over there to over here and put them in here and then cart them all back one by one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I also need to make sure that I'm checking their data values as I bring them back as well. And I guess as I bring them out, because I need to make sure that they are cleared before they are brought out as well. So, yeah, we're going to have a little bit of work to do here. But that's okay. That's okay. We can get this done. I believe in myself. What are you doing? You know what? Never mind. Oh my lord, we're about to have an even bigger problem. They're breeding! No! I don't need y'all breeding! This is gonna be an issue. Get out of here. No, get out of the bed. I don't need you guys breeding. That's gonna be more things that I have to deal with. I'm removing all of your beds. You guys don't get to sleep. You were bad villagers, and you have lost your right to sleep. Oh my lord, where's that baby? I have to kill the baby. I have to kill the baby with... Oh, okay. You guys are gonna protect the baby. Okay. No. I'm gonna kill your baby. I'm 100% going to kill your baby with a flint and steel. You guys are making me do this. I just want you to know this is all your guys' fault. Whoopsie. Oh, you poor little thing. Good. That's what you get for existing. This just got really dark. I just realized. Oh, man. No, but for real, I need to delete all these beds or else we're going to have even more problems. Okay, so I finally got the baby killed. Now all I need to do is remove this block, place a piece of glass down from my chest, and theoretically, I should be able to move the villagers over to the other area relatively successfully. And I also shouldn't need any of these stone bricks. I'm so glad that I brought so many rails over here, by the way. I didn't know how far I would have to move villagers originally, so I'm glad that I brought extras. So now all I'm going to do is just kind of move these guys over into that area via minecarts. Should be pretty easy, shouldn't take too long to do this. I mean, it's going to take a while, but still a whole lot better than having to redo the entire villager trading hall. So if I come out this way, I think, yeah, that's the building right there. Yeah, I think this should just be a straight shot from here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to move every one of these guys, and after I get them all moved, I'll bring you guys back, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to move them back. All right, our first passenger is on board. Now all I need to do is get this guy up these hills and into that little pen up there. I actually think that this is going to be relatively simple to do because for whatever reason, these villagers are kind of dumb with their AI, and they are moving back into the cells without me even having to push them in there. What am I getting shot by? Are you kidding me? Come here, dude. Get wrecked. You almost killed my villager. No, stop, please. Stop, please. Don't go down the hill. Don't go down the hill, please. Thank you. Whew, that was close. All right, so now should just be a matter of getting this guy up here and in. Nice. And this should be completely safe for the most part. Maybe I should add in a piece of glass somewhere like right here just to keep other mobs from coming out. But otherwise, these guys should be completely good to go. Yeah, nice. Okay, so now I just need to get this guy removed from the minecart. Go ahead and grab my axe out for that. And bada bing, bada boom. He is out and he is moved. Now I just have to do this 30 more times. Or not 30, but a lot more times. However many villagers we have, we're going to have to do it for each and every one of them. Oh, man. And this is why you do research before you start projects, so you don't mess up like I have here. All right, ladies and gents, we are back, and I am slowly moving these guys over back into this area for the villager trading hall, but sadly, this plan that I had here is only partially working. So let's say I take this guy here, right? And we're going to do the exact same command, /data get entity, this guy, and then we're going to do brain. So as for this guy, his position for his job site is -953 by -740. So if we look at our thing, negative 961 by 740. So he is seeing negative, let's see, he says negative 953. He is seeing this over here. Yes, this workstation right here as his workstation, even though I waited for him to claim this one as a workstation. He just decided, I don't like this workstation anymore because there's a new one over here, and he picked that one up. The villagers in 1.14 are extremely broken with this mechanic, and I don't know of a good way to resolve this issue. Obviously, taking them all and putting them over there and then moving them slowly back still is not resolving this issue. Even if you take a look at this guy, I literally just put him in here with this brand new lectern here. And if I do the exact same thing, /data get entity, this entity here, and then brain, you'll see this guy's at negative 54, negative 741. So if we look at this, negative 954, right? And then 741 is, let's see, that's back this way. So yeah, he sees this block where there's not even a thing, where there's not even a workstation as his job site. So yeah, we got some weird bugs here. I'm thinking that maybe this guy has claimed this lectern or this lectern, so that's what's wrong with him. But then what's wrong with this guy? If I do /data get entity, this dude, brain, he is at negative 953, negative 738. So negative 953, 738. He's claiming this area here where this end rod is his workstation or his work site. So maybe he's claiming this one and that one's claiming that one. I don't know, but that doesn't make any sense though, because this lectern was placed first, meaning that this guy should have claimed that one, which for whatever reason he did. And then whenever I brought this guy in here, placed his lectern down, this guy decided he didn't want that one. He wanted this one, and this guy wanted this one. So they just traded up, which is a problem because this guy now cannot refresh his trades because he can't reach this workstation here. I don't know how to fix this. The only thing that I can think of is just kind of wall these guys off, give them name tags, name tag them whatever their profession is, and have them to where they can freely walk around in an area for their workstations. I really don't think that a trading hall set up in this manner is something that can happen in 1.14.2. It's too broken. I would be interested in somebody making a data pack or something like that to actually fix this mechanic. Make it to where the villagers, you can maybe assign them. So I can like right click on this guy and then right click on the workstation and say, hey, this is your workstation. And he's like, okay, that's my workstation. And boom, bada bing, bada boom. He understands. That would really fix this villager trading hall situation where these guys would quit flipping out. But I don't know how to make data packs, and I don't know anybody that knows how to make data packs, so yeah, that's gonna be kind of a problem, but I don't know. I'm hoping that Minecraft will eventually, and Mojang will eventually fix this issue before, I get this whole villager trading hall set up, because right now it's just not going to work at all. I still have a lot of these guys to move over, and a lot more fiddling around with the workstations to do. But yeah, I'm kind of overdoing this at this point. I'm kind of over manipulating these guys and moving them around all over the place. If no matter what I do, they're just going to constantly get messed up. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess this wouldn't be a major problem if I were to move well, even then they could still claim one. The problem is they can claim from 50 blocks away. So anywhere, even if I put like one of the librarians up on a 3rd level or something like that, they can still technically claim one that's way down here just because it's within 50 blocks. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't. That's kind of That's kind of a hard thing to overcome in Minecraft right now. I don't know what they're going to do to fix that. I should probably make a bug report with Mojang, because them just switching what they see as their job site at free will is not really what you want in a game. That's really not what you want at all. You want to be able to actually set these guys to their workstations right in front of them. So I don't know, and my elytra just straight up did not work there. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these guys. I really don't. I'm actually gonna take a minute and just see what I can come up with, but for right now, this villager trading hall project is looking, well, it's not looking so good. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back, and I have been doing a lot of research online, trying to figure out any type of solutions, any type of workarounds, any type of data packs, or anything that I could use in order to fix the problem that we have here. And after about 2.5 to 3 hours worth of research, I found out that this is actually already fixed. This problem that we have here is already resolved in Minecraft 1.14.3 pre-release 2. The problem is I have not upgraded my server to 1.14.3 pre-release 2. Reason being is 1.14.3 has a lot of issues with it as far as zombie pigmen. Zombie pigmen no longer work the way that they used to, so by upgrading, that would break my zombie pigmen farm. And this is because in 1.14.2, which is what I'm playing in right now, zombie pigmen will infinitely aggro you, meaning that whether you die, whether you leave the nether, whether you enter the nether, whether you log out of the game, or anything that you do, doesn't matter, the zombie pigmen will constantly be mad at you. So what they did as kind of a band-aid in order to fix that was they just made it to where the zombie pigmen would only be not mad at you for about 90 or so seconds. So it really breaks the zombie pigmen farm as I have it working right now. So that's why I've been hesitant to update to 1.14.3. Not to mention, it also breaks our current iron golem farm that I literally just built a couple episodes back. So that's another problem. So I would be redoing 2 of our biggest farms in 1.14.3 just for whenever the 1.14.3 full release comes out. Those things may change again. Right now that's in a pre-release state. So I think the full release of 1.14.3 should be out next week sometime. So I think I'm just going to wait. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this villager trading hall project on hold for right now. I just want to kind of let this thing sit. I already have a ton of really good villagers, a ton of really good trades. And in order to fix this whole trading workstation situation, all I have to do is upgrade to 1.14.3 and then do all of this work over again for the most part, move them back over there, and then move them one at a time back into these workstation areas. But that'll be relatively easy. I actually found a relatively simple method to get these guys moved and stuff. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait for 1.14.3. It kind of makes me feel like I've wasted most of the day today, but this was a problem that I did not know was a thing. I did know, or I did find out that they need workstations. That's something that I did not know before I started this episode. And I also found out that they have some bugs with these workstations that they're still trying to work out. So tons of really useful information from this episode, but not a whole lot of productivity. I guess I can take a moment here to show you guys some of the really interesting trades that we've gotten, though. If I go ahead and hop into here with some of our villagers, you'll see some of the cool ones that we have. So we have Efficiency 4 for 30 emeralds. We have Riptide 3 for 11. We have Unbreaking 3 for 23. That's a really good trade there. We have this guy who has a paper trade, a book trade, and an ink sac trade, which is extremely good because what you can do is some of these other villagers, if we check, they have a bookshelf trade. So you trade 6 emeralds for 3 bookshelves. And what you can do is buy these bookshelves up, right? Just buy all of them until you can't buy anymore. And then take those bookshelves, set them on the ground, break them into books, and then trade with one of these guys, the book trade, in order to basically get even more emeralds. Where did that guy go? This guy. So as you can see, he does 3 books for 1 emerald. You get 3 bookshelves, which drop 3 books. So you're basically just generating emeralds by buying bookshelves and then selling those bookshelves back to the villagers for some emeralds. So just trade the books back to the villagers, and that's a really, really simple way to get these guys, to get emeralds from these guys. So that's one interesting trade, not to mention all of the enchanted books that we have. We have efficiency, we have looting 3, we have fortune at this point. We have a ton of really good trades. We don't have a good mending trade yet. The lowest I've gotten for mending was 22, I believe. And I'd like to get a perfect mending villager, which would be 10 emeralds for a mending book. Even if we get close, like 11, obviously I'm not going to pass that up, but I would really like to get a perfect villager with 10. Let's see. We also have some flame. We have Bane of Arthropods. We have Impaling. This guy had something else. Oh, this guy was our sweeping edge 2 villager. This guy has mending for 21 now. It originally was 26, so that's not too terrible. This guy's Depth Strider 3. This guy is Looting 3 for 14 emeralds. That's not bad. This guy's Projectile Protection 4. This guy is Channeling. And I've been doing a lot of trades and stuff off camera. So this is the lowest multi-shot book that you can possibly get for 5 emeralds. This is the lowest Aqua Affinity book you can get for 5 emeralds. That's a farmer. Feather Falling 4 for 15. This is Frostwalker 2 for 18. This is a book villager and an ink sac villager, which is really good. And he also has Infinity for 8 emeralds. So not the best, but still pretty darn good. And then this guy is Impaling 3 for 15. So we got a lot of really good emeralds. Not really good emeralds, really good villagers. And there's also some really good trades so that we can get more emeralds out of these guys. Another quick little thing that I noticed as well is if you check out this farmer, I now have the farmer to where he can refresh his trades, and we can do potatoes, we can do pumpkins, and we can do melons with him to get a ton of emeralds like that as well. So tons of ways for us to get emeralds in the game now, but honestly, waiting for 1.14.3 before we mess with these guys is going to be a whole lot better option for us. So yeah, I think that's the conclusion that I've come to over this entire episode. I feel like I've wasted a ton of time today, but you know, sometimes you just gotta play Minecraft and kind of learn what you're doing. Sometimes an entire day, or in this case 2 days, are wasted just for you to kind of figure out things. You know what? This episode really hasn't gone the way that I thought it was going to. It really hasn't. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. I do hope that you enjoyed. In the next episode, we're not going to be messing with these villagers anymore because we're just going to wait and we're going to go and work on something else. I may go and work with a new pillager farm or something like that in the next episode. Or maybe we'll go back and work on some of the projects that we don't have finished. I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys decide. In the comments down below, put if you would rather see a brand new farm or if you would rather see me work on, say, our guardian farm that we haven't finished. Or maybe if you want to see, I don't know, Nightmare Before Christmas world build or whatever you guys really want to see, I'll try and make happen in the next episode. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I do hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.